We put so much effort in creating beautiful makeup, but how often do we think about how we are taking the makeup off? Look at all these makeup looks I have created. Wedding makeup, festival makeup, office makeup look, even those days when it is just little kajal or lipstick. It is not just about doing good makeup looks. Removing your makeup isn't just about getting your face clean. The way you remove it matters the most, especially if you have dry skin like mine. Rubbing, tugging, leaving makeup around your eyes, or going to bed with that last bit of foundation can leave your skin feels dry, tight and unhappy. And here is something I have learned over these years. Good makeup starts with good skincare, and good skin starts with how you care it after the makeup. So today I'm going to show you how I'm going to remove the makeup without unnecessary stripping or irritating the dry skin. This is the reason I have a good skin that achieves flawless makeup. Grab your pen and paper handy, make notes of it. If you have dry skin, I want you to try this method to remove your makeup, or even if it is the simplest and simplest of makeup that you have done, which helps you to maintain a good skin. Stay till the end because I will show you a complete step-by-step tutorial and why each step is important for your skin. Every step is very important, so do not skip the video. Let's take off the makeup in the right way. Now here, I'm just going to pull my hair back, secure it with a clutch. Here is the first step. I'm using this tissue paper. This is a reusable tissue paper. You can use it. You can use this. You can use cotton pads, or you can also use tissues. Okay, or regular napkins also works. This is the first part. Use coconut oil. Whether you have dry skin, oily skin, whatever the skin is, keep this in mind. A coconut oil is a very soft and very subtle on skin. There is no chemical in it, right? You're not using it to nourish your skin. This will help you to keep your skin barriers smooth, soft and easy to take off. Now, what is the first thing that you remove from your makeup? Here is a very important point. You will never ever wash your face directly after the makeup. Now, remove the makeup and then go for the wash. So this is a very important and very crucial step. Take coconut oil only, not any other oil. And first thing is your eyes, because in eyes you have lot of product and some of them are very darker colors, some are creamy textures, and your eyes is a very sensitive part. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to keep it. I'm not vigorously pressing it, rubbing it, nothing. I'm just going to press the tissue paper on my skin and gently just swiping my fingers around the tissue paper. And you see what I have done. I have put the oil onto it. This is how much it came. Now gently take it off. Especially when you apply the products like glitters, darker colors and cream products, how gentle, smooth the makeup gets removed. Same thing, I haven't taken any product, excess product, with the same amount of coconut oil on the tissue, gently pressing it over. All I'm doing is trying to spread the oil throughout my eyelids so that it becomes very easy. Eye product gets soaked into the oil and it becomes very easy to remove. Now all I'm doing is using the same tissue, just flipping it over, take little more product, little more oil and going under the eyes. Now even the lashes, the mascara, the lash glue, everything will come out with this. In this process, it becomes very easy for you to wash your face once the maximum product comes out. Because of oil, it's very easy, feels very soft, the skin doesn't stretch, doesn't irritate. So my eyes are done. Let's go with the lip next. If needed, I'll take this. Again, it's very important to remove the lipstick with the coconut oil because it nourishes your skin, and the lip skin is very sensitive. So generally when I do the video shoot, I'll do 2-3 different shades of lipstick and all of that. So I'll be removing the makeup and reapplying it. Your lip skin needs that nourishment. Now going to the skin. Never ignore your neck because we have applied the product here. So you see, foundation came off. Now this is the first step. What is the second? Now go for a Garnier micellar. Now if you have a Garnier micellar also, first remove it with cotton and coconut oil and then go for micellar water. Never directly use the micellar water on your skin. Now micellar water is just to make sure whatever the leftover on your face should come off. So you saw that bright colors, right? Because I have used black, brown, so there's a lot of shades on the skin still, on my eyelids, nose corners. So this much product came off. Now what I'll do once again the micellar water. Just folded the tissue paper on one side, eyebrows, on the eyes, under the eyes. Now because I do makeup every single day, it's very important that I remove the makeup so that you don't see the previous makeup stains on my face when I do the next day's makeup, right? You see how my skin is still clear. This is the product that just came off. Now I've just folded, gently I'm rubbing it under my eyes before I wash my face. Now if you have a dry skin, always go for a gel based face washes. I use Plix. This is my go-to currently. So this, I'll link it in the description below. If you have seen my skin preparation for dry skin, you will see this as well. I will go ahead and wash my face with it. Now the gel basis, it should be something like this. See, it's so clear, and one thing that I really like about it, it doesn't give you too much foam also. No lather, because the more the lather comes, takes away the natural oil from the skin and makes your skin more dry. So make sure your face wash is meant for dry skin type only, and do not use anything that creates more lather. It has to be a foam basis or very mild and gentle face wash. Let me go ahead and wash my face thoroughly and come back, and we will move forward to the next step. Now that is the maximum foam that it gets from the face wash. I'll take 3 complete minutes to wash the skin thoroughly. Nose corners, eyes, lashes, eyebrows, near the lip area, lip corners, complete skin, neck, everywhere, and gently I go in circular motion. Once you wash your face, the next step is to pat dry it. This is how it looks. You can also see there's no color on my eyelid. It's completely gone, and my skin doesn't feel stretchy. It still feels so soft because I removed it with the help of coconut oil. So it doesn't give you that harshness, and because of the face wash, the right face wash, my skin has its natural glow. It's still not dry completely. In this I have used glitter also, and there are no signs of glitter on my face. Now the next step, once I do, if you have seen my skin preparation, you will know the routine. I go for a cold press. Immediately I wash my face. You can use toner also. So instead of toner, I use ice cube. This will actually tightens the pores. This is a gel ice pack. I do this for about 2 minutes. Okay, once this is done, immediately I apply a lip balm and go with my favorite moisturizer, that is Cetaphil. I'm remaining going with the next. I apply the same moisturizer under the eyes as well and just massage 2 to 3 minutes under the eyes and lift it up. And this is how I remove my makeup, especially when I have dry skin. Remember, makeup is meant to enhance your skin, not to compromise. So take those extra few minutes at the end of the day to remove your makeup gently and give your skin the care it deserves. Because beautiful makeup always starts with healthy, well-cared skin. If you found this tutorial helpful, share it with someone who loves makeup but forget to do their skincare. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to Self Makeup Mastery for more practical skincare routines and self makeup tutorials. This festival with lots of makeup, don't forget to take care of your skin, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.